morning everyone. I'm back at the park and we're doing another video on a 389 this time. Still a Tridrive, still big power, still big torque, 565, 2050 torque, 18 speed, RZ 166 rear diffs. This particular unit is going out possibly today. We're just going to add a third locker switch for the customer. And yeah, if the shop can get it in, we'll get it out today, and if not, we'll do it tomorrow. So here it is. Now on this one, we ordered it without air horns and without marker lights. So we Frenched in the marker lights on the visor with the penny lights. So in the day you don't see them, and at night they all shine. Standard bumper. Bug deflector. Bug deflectors work good for keeping rocks off your windshield too. Deflects the air up enough that it helps mitigate rock chips and, you know, crap sticking to your windshield. Penny light air breather lights, front and rear. We do have cab skirts on order, but they did not show up, so. Old school exhaust shields, that is the standard base option, as well as the miter cut stacks. Aero mirrors. Now these are side to side adjustable. You can get them in traditional or the rounded fronts. I guess they're not really an aero mirror. The true aero mirrors have the convex in the bottom as well. Now this is a short hood 389. 389 comes in two versions now, short hood and long hood. This is a short version. This truck has the progressive rate front spring set in the front again, 16 to 23,000 pound. This truck is heavy spec, 4 1/4s on the front, Michelin's, 3/4 liner, steps. This one has a free flight rig out, as well as that last one. Chain hangers. This truck will be hauling off highway, so it's got some bigger fender coverings there. Holland fifth wheel with electric scales. Now this truck came with a tail frame on it, and we put the free flight taper on it. Cut the frame, put the taper on. Looks fantastic. They did a great job color matching the paint on that one. LED tail lights. Michelin drive tires. These are 11R24/5 XDS2s. Great to be having this. Great tires to have this time of winter. We've got the New Way 80Z 69,000 pound suspension. Dual fuel tanks. 80 on this side, 120 on the other. Gosh, I just gotta love those lights out. We also put stainless vent shades on it. Love the miter stacks. Let me stand back. Getting too close. There we go. That looks better. The sun's coming up. Just an absolute beautiful morning in Prince George. 615 Cummins 565 2050 torque. Go big or go home, boys. This chassis is a 2020 model year, so it's got the 100th anniversary edition X15 badging. How much do I love a red frame? You know what I love best about a red frame is look at how bright it is. When the mechanic's working on this, you'll be able to see everything. It's nice and bright. All the wiring underneath tied up nice and neat. Love it. The non-functional exhaust, which is a point of contention with almost everybody, but unfortunately it is what it is. The new engines, they just aren't the same as the old ones that needed a lot of airflow. So, but if you want true dual exhaust, the 389 long hood still has true dual exhaust. I have many people asking me, can we make this into dual exhaust? And the correct answer is not really. I mean, you could, but that would be a bit of an expense. I haven't actually done it yet. I'm sure someone out there has. If someone has, let me know, shoot a comment, and let me know who's done it, because I'd love to know how to do it. I mean, I think there's a safe way to do it to ensure that you don't mess with your warranty, but it would in turn turning the back of the DPF and basically having your exhaust come up on the outside, because the critical part is you still have those sensors and you don't want to muck with them, because, well, you're going to create problems. So if you protect those sensors, make sure you don't create any more back pressure, have the right amount of back pressure, so that basically we don't void your warranty, because nobody wants that. These things are freaking expensive nowadays. So anyways, thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure. I hope to do a whole bunch more, and it's a little chilly out here, so I think I should go back to the office and yeah, sell some more trucks. So if you like the video, please subscribe, please hit the like button, please let me know what your thoughts are, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Nobody's afraid of a little critiquing, and let's do this. This is the Peterbilt 389 short hood with the extended cab option. You gotta love me an extended cab. Turn this radio down. The 567 is definitely maybe a little bit I don't know, maybe it feels a little bit more refined, a little quieter. Mind you, this one's a little heavier. Well, it's not that heavier spec, but you can't beat the narrow cab traditional models. You really can't. I mean, look at that dash. Chrome bezel gauges, just classic old school. The only request I have is the factory should put that gauge down there. Or I should order another gauge. But the reason why the factory didn't put a gauge right there is you got a bit of a blind spot right here with the wheel. So they always fill up the top row, then they fill up the second row, and then they do the third. So one thing we are going to add to this truck is right now we've got our interlock, first diff lock, and this one does second and third. I'm going to move all these up, and I'm going to change the fifth wheel slide to a center diff lock. So then it'll be inner axle, first, second, third diff lock. It's one thing I would like the Peterbilt factory to do. Can you do it, Peterbilt factory? I know you can. But anyways, it's one of those things. Given the temperature outside and winter conditions, a lot of guys, they'll just lock up their center diff, chain that axle up, and then they pivot on that center of the Tridrive. So that's the reasoning for having 3 independents. I do, however, like this, because you lock up the first one, you know, you've got your inner axle in, your front diff is locked. Then if you want more traction, you hit this one and it locks your second and third. Now if you're ever in a situation where you need it quick, to hit both switches sometimes is a little bit difficult in a hurry, you know, when you're trying not to do it while you're spinning. Because if you do it while you're spinning, well, that's how you take out things like power dividers. So and you don't want to do that. So yeah, you're putting it in, you got your foot off the throttle, you brake torque, and then you got to do it for the next one as well. And if you slow down too much, then next thing you know, you're going to be stopped. So having the one switch, boom, hit it, brake torque, lock them up, and away you go. Just speaking from experience, because it really sucks when you spin out and slide down a hill backwards. So don't be a hero, chain up. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I mean, what is there to say about a Peterbilt 389 except for they are fantastic? And yeah, stay tuned for more exciting content and more Peterbilt trucks. Peace.